Hello, we have heard the terms hardware and software when we talk about computers. Today, let us understand what is hardware and software. Screen, keyboard, mouse, CPU, that is the central processing unit, are called hardware, which has physical existence. One can touch it as an object and can feel its presence. The term hardware refers to the components of the computer system. But a computer cannot do anything on its own. A computer requires sequentially arranged instructions to do a desired job. Such a sequence of instructions written in a programming language is called a program. It is the program that controls the activities of processing by the computer and the computer performs the job. The term software means the programs or predefined sequence of instructions that a computer follows while executing a task. People mostly do not feel the existence of software as it does not have any physical shape as an object. Let us see the relationship between hardware and software. Both hardware and software are necessary for a computer to do useful job. Both work complementary to each other. We can load different software on the same hardware to make a computer perform different types of jobs. Hardware is normally a one-time expense, except for upgrades like increasing main memory and hard disk capacities or adding speakers, modems, etc. Software is a continuing expense. We buy new software for running on the same hardware as and when need arises or funds become available. The main function of software is to make use of hardware to perform a desired job. For carrying out different jobs, different types of software are designed and developed. There are different types of software such as system software, application software, utility software and software package. Mainly there are two types, application software and system software. System software is a collection of programs that manages all the concurrent tasks being performed by a computer, including the execution of application software programs. Application software performs specialized functions like library automation and other useful work not related directly to the operation of the computer itself. Utility software is a set of programs that perform routine day-to-day tasks such as listing or compressing data, copying files, etc. Software package is computer application consisting of a set of programs created to perform particular type of work. Software packages are generally grouped into modules. Each module is supposed to handle a particular task independently. There is integration at some stage to have interlinking and information flow. System software is a set of one or more programs designed to control the operation of a computer. System software helps in development and execution of application software, smooth running of the other software, communication with peripheral devices, supporting the development of other types of software, monitoring the effective use of various hardware resources such as CPU, that is the central processing unit, memory, peripheral devices. Hence, system software makes the operation of a computer system more effective and efficient. It helps hardware components work together. There are different types of system software, for example, operating system, translator. Let us know about the operating system. Operating system acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. Operating system helps in performing memory management, file management, program interaction, communication, networking. Let us know about the translator. In case of a computer, its hardware part can only operate when instructions are made of zeros and ones, that is in machine language, but it is not easy for human being to use them. Hence, programs written in high level language need to be converted to machine language. There are different types of translators for different categories of languages, namely assembler for assembly language, interpreter and compiler for high level language. Let us know about assembler. An assembler program translates source program in assembly language into object program in machine language. Interpreter is the one which translates one statement of source program at a time into one or more machine instructions. It prompts the programmer to debug the error if any. In other words, an interpreter is a program which translates one statement of high level language program into machine code. Compiler translates the whole program at a time into an equivalent machine language program, that is, compiler translates the source program producing a complete machine language program or object program. Now, we will learn about the hardware components of the computer system. Let us see the various input-output devices. To perform a task, a computer needs to communicate with its users. This is done using input-output devices. They are also known as peripheral devices because they surround a computer's CPU and memory. Input devices enter data from outside world into primary storage, and output devices give the results of processing from primary storage to users. An input device is an electromechanical device that accepts data from outside world and translates them into a form a computer can interpret. These are different categories of input devices: keyboard devices, point and draw devices, data scanning devices, digitizer, speech recognition devices, vision based devices. Now, we will learn about the input devices which everyone generally uses. Number 1, keyboard devices. Keyboard devices are the most commonly used input devices today. They allow data entry into a computer system by pressing a set of keys mounted on a keyboard connected to the computer system. The most popular keyboard used today is the QWERTY keyboard, which consists of 101 keys. Next is mouse. Mouse is the most popular point and draw device. It is an input device used for modern personal computers and workstations because they support GUI, that is, graphical user interface. There are some input devices which you may not have used, but are equally important as they have specific uses. Let us learn about them one by one. Trackball. A trackball is a pointing device similar to a mechanical mouse. It is often attached to or built into the keyboard. Trackball is a preferred device for CAD/CAM, that is, computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing applications, because a designer can move the graphic cursor with hand movements only without any movement of the equipment. Several equipment having embedded computers also use a trackball. For example, an ultrasound machine usually has a trackball that a sonologist, that is, medical expert in sonography, uses to move the cursor, usually in crosshair shape to mark the point of references on the image on the screen. Next one is joystick. A joystick is a pointing device which works on the same principle as a trackball. To make the movements of the spherical ball easier, it is placed in a socket with a stick mounted on it. A user holds the stick in his or her hand, which is moved around to move the spherical ball. There is a button on the top of the stick to select the option pointed to by the cursor. The user clicks the button and makes the selection. Joysticks are used in video games, flight simulators, training simulators and remote control of industrial robots. Electronic pen. An electronic pen is a pen based point and draw device. Light pen. Computer aided design applications use light pens quite frequently. For example, a user can draw on the screen directly with a light pen. By using light pen with a keyboard, CAD applications allow users to select different formatting options for colors and line thicknesses, reduce or enlarge drawings and add or erase graphics objects such as lines, rectangles, etc. Next one is touch screen. Touch screen is the most simple and easiest to use of all input devices. It enables users to use a computer without any formal training. It enables a user to choose from available options by simply touching with a finger the desired icon or menu item displayed on computer's screen. Scanner. It allows data entry from source documents directly. Commonly used types of data scanning devices are image scanner. An image scanner is an input device which translates paper documents into an electronic format for input to a computer. The input documents may be one of these: typed text, pictures, graphics or even handwritten material. Image scanner is very useful in preserving paper documents in electronic form. This is due to the fact that a copy of a document stored in a computer in this manner does not deteriorate in quality with age and can be displayed or printed whenever desired. We can alter or manipulate the stored images using computer image processing software. Next one, OMR, that is optical mark reader. OMR is a scanner which can recognize a pre-specified type of mark made by pencil or pen. For example, in objective type tests, applicants mark their choices of correct answers on a special pre-printed test scoring sheet by darkening a small square, circular or oval shaped box by a pencil. These answer sheets are fed to an OMR device and are graded automatically by a computer. Barcode reader. Barcodes are data coded in the form of small lines known as bars. Barcodes represent alphanumeric data by a combination of adjacent vertical lines, that is bars, by varying their width and the spacing between them. All types of goods, books, postal packages, tags, etc. use barcodes for unique identification. A barcode reader is a device for reading, that is decoding barcoded data. It is either a handheld or a stationary scanner which has barcode reader embedded in it. It scans a barcode image and converts it into an alphanumeric value for input to a computer connected to it. MICR, that is magnetic ink character recognition. Banking industry uses MICR for faster processing of large volumes of checks handled every day. When a customer presents a filled in check at a bank, the employee enters or keys in the information supplied by the customer manually, including the amount written on the check. The bank then processes this check by using an MICR reader sorter that can recognize magnetic ink characters. The MICR reader sorter reads the pre-printed data on the checks and sorts the checks for distribution to other banks or for further processing. Next one is digitizer. A digitizer is an input device used for converting or digitizing pictures, maps and drawings into digital form for input to computers. For example, x and y coordinates of points in a line drawing may be stored in digital form. This enables recreation of the drawing from the stored information and also easy incorporation of changes in the drawing whenever required. Speech recognition devices. Speech recognition devices are input devices which allow a person to input data to a computer system by speaking to it. Some of its applications are for data input to a computer system by a person in situations where his or her hands are busy or he or she must continuously look at a measuring instrument or some other object. For example, doctors in an operation room can request certain information about a patient while operating. For data input by dictation of long texts or passages, for editing later and reviewing. Vision input system. A vision input system allows a computer to accept input by seeing an object. Input data in this case is generally an object's shape and features in the form of an image. A computer with a vision input device consists of digital camera. Vision input systems are quite often part of industrial robots used for quality control and assembly processes. An output device is an electromechanical device which accepts data from a computer and then translates them into a form suitable for use by outside world, that is users. Various output devices are monitors, printers, plotters, screen image projector, voice response system. The output that is generated by a computer is mainly of two types. Number 1, soft copy output. A soft copy output is temporary in nature because it does not appear on a paper or some material that a user can carry for display or for filing and use later when he or she is not using a computer. For example, contents displayed on a terminal screen or words spoken out by a voice response system are soft copy output. Hard copy output. A hard copy output is permanent in nature because it appears on a paper or some material that a user can carry for display or for filing and use later when he or she is not using a computer. For example, output produced on paper by printers or plotters are hard copy output. Now, we will learn about the output devices which everyone generally uses. The first one, monitors. Monitors are the most popular soft copy output devices used today. A monitor is associated usually with a keyboard and together they form a video display terminal VDT. A VDT, often referred to as just terminal, is both an input and output device. A user uses keyboard to input data to a computer and the monitor is used to view the output from the computer. Two basic types of monitors are CRT, that is cathode ray tube, and LCD, that is liquid crystal display flat panel. CRT monitors work much like a television screen and are suitable for use with non-portable computer systems. On the other hand, LCD flat panel monitors are thinner, lighter and are suitable for use with both portable and non-portable computer systems. They occupy less stable space and also consume less power. Printers. Printers are the most popular hard copy output devices used today. Different types of printers are dot matrix printers. Dot matrix printers are character printers which print one character at a time. They form characters and all kinds of images as patterns of dots. It has a print head which moves horizontally left to right and right to left across the paper. To print a character, the printer activates the appropriate set of pins as the print head moves horizontally. For faster printing, many dot matrix printers print both ways, while the print head moves from left to right and while it moves from right to left on return. Such a method is called bidirectional printing. Since dot matrix printers produce printed output as patterns of dots, they can print any shape of character that a program can describe. They can print many special characters, different sizes of print and graphics such as charts and graphs. Dot matrix printers are slow, have printing speeds in the range of 30 to 600 characters per second. They are cheap in terms of both initial cost and cost of operation. Hence, individuals and organizations prefer dot matrix printers for generating hard copy outputs if the speed and quality of printing are not important factors. They are also used for applications which require multi-copy output such as shipping forms and invoices that rely on impact printing for generating multiple copies. Next one, inkjet printers. Inkjet printers are character printers which form characters and images by spraying small drops of ink on a paper. The print head of an inkjet printer contains up to 64 tiny nozzles. To print a character, the printer selectively heats the appropriate set of nozzles as the printer moves horizontally. Inkjet printers are non-impact printers due to the fact that they print by spraying ink on paper. Hence, they are quieter in operation, but we cannot use them for producing multiple copies of a document in a single printing. Inkjet printers are both monochrome and color. Inkjet printers are slower than dot matrix printers. Printing speeds range from 40 to 300 characters per second. They are costlier than dot matrix printers. Users prefer them for better quality output if the speed of printing is not an important factor. Laser printers. Laser printers are page printers that print one page at a time. Laser printers produce quality output because they form characters by tiny ink particles. The most common laser printers have resolution of 600 dpi, that is dots per inch, whereas some high end laser printers have resolution of 1200 dpi. Due to their high resolution, these printers have excellent graphics art quality. As laser printers produce printed output as patterns generated by the laser beam, they can print any shape of characters. They can print many spatial characters, different sizes of print and graphics such as charts and graphs. Laser printers are non-impact printers. Hence, they are quiet in operation, but cannot be used for producing multiple copies of a document in a single printing. Low speed laser printers can print 4 to 12 pages per minute. High speed laser printers are also available. Owing to their better print quality and printing speed, laser printers are more expensive than other type of printers. There are some output devices which have specific use. Let us learn about them one by one. Number 1, plotters. Many engineering design applications like architectural plan of a building, design of mechanical components of an aircraft or a car, etc., quite often require high quality, perfectly proportioned graphic output on large sheets. Various types of printers described above are not suitable for meeting this output requirement of such applications. Hence, such applications use plotters. A plotter is an ideal output device for architects, engineers, city planners and others who need to generate high precision, hard copy, graphic output of varying sizes. Next one, screen image projector. Screen image projector is an output device which is used to project information from a computer on a large screen such as a cloth screen or wall. Thus, a group of people can view it simultaneously. It is very useful for making presentations to a group of people with the direct use of a computer. Like monitors, screen image projectors provide a temporary soft copy output. Next one, speech synthesizer. A speech synthesizer is a device which converts text information into spoken words. To produce speech, it combines basic sound units called phonemes. From a given text information, it combines the sequence of words into phonemes, amplifies it, and the output is produced through a speaker. Several applications that use speech synthesizers are for reading out text information to visually disabled people. For example, we can scan a recently published book using a scanner, convert it into text using OCR software, and then a speech synthesizer can read it out to visually disabled people. For allowing those persons who cannot speak to communicate effectively. For example, such a person simply types the information and the speech synthesizer converts the typed information into spoken words. Now, let us understand the storage devices used in computer which are also categorized as hardware. Primary storage consists of RAM, that is random access memory, and ROM, that is read only memory. RAM is a volatile or temporary memory, meaning whatever is stored on the RAM chip is erased when the computer is turned off. ROM is permanent memory. I am sure that you must have understood the basics of hardware and software components of a computer. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you.